Okay, so this is a replay in the Foch B, the Tier 10 French auto-loading tank destroyer. And this was submitted by haynoats, so hay in the clan. Looking forward to this one. I haven't seen it myself, so I'm kind of getting first reaction here. I downloaded it off of Watt Replays just barely, and he actually uploaded it about a week to 2 weeks ago, so I've been a little bit behind. I haven't gotten a video done recently on it, but looks like he's going to go over here to the left and support these guys over here. Most likely he's going to set up in the bushes here, down along the riverbanks, or possibly up on one of these little ridges here, and it looks like he's going to go down into the riverbanks. So this is a pretty decent, well-known spot for TDs and sometimes mediums to go into to get damage on anything that's coming down the 9 or 0 line, because you can double bush through here, just like he's going to do here on the 430U. Looks like the 430 is behind a ridge. He will poke out again. Oh, he did poke out again. All right, there we go. Now, as you can see, this autoloader has 6 rounds. And the gun on it actually is really pretty good. He's right now, looks like he's running gold on it, but he, as you can see here, it's 400 damage per shot on average, and penetration is 325 millimeters, which is actually really good. And the velocity on it, you saw, was 1334. That means that the round travels quite quickly. Pretty easy to use when you're trying to lead a player. You don't have to lead them so far if they're on the move in the distance. So he's just going to eat that T5051, which is another autoloader. It's actually a autoloader not Swedish tank. I'm sorry. It's autoloader tank there down. Man, that guy's just getting eaten alive. Gonna get here. Is he gonna get another shot on the 430U? Nope. So right now they're up 2-1. Oh, I don't know why I spaced off. I forgot. The T5051 is down the Czechoslovakian line. Sorry, I got kind of sidetracked there. He's gonna be able to thread a shot on the 430U. Maybe. Looks like he's hiding behind the corpse there. His dead comrade, 277, decided to back off. So as I mentioned, this tank is, it's funny because some people actually run straight HE rounds with this gun, and I've seen some crazy replays with that. I don't have this tank just yet. I've got the Tier 9, and it's pretty fun to play with as well. The Tier 8's pretty decent as well, yeah, this is one I got to buy the Tier 10 on still. I haven't played my Tier 9 in quite some time. I've unlocked the Tier 10, I just haven't bought the Tier 10 yet. It makes me want to play it again, but... Okay, he just finished off that. He's already got his second kill. He's got 2 of the 5 kills that the team has. He's already got up, 2,923 damage. That's pretty decent. Looks like he bounced an incoming round for 490 as well. I must have missed that while I was talking. But, looks like he's possibly going to relocate. So let's see where he goes. He is platooned up, looks like, with Todd, which is another friend of the clan, obviously. We play with him quite often. We've been in the clan a couple times. Good player. And looks like Todd just went down in his 268-4. So looks like he's going to resupply, or resupport, I should say, that right flank so they don't get outflanked by the enemy team. The other team's got quite a bit of heavies down that way. They've got the E100 still alive, 2 Kron Vons, and an IS-4. So it could be pretty formidable over here. In the way of support, the T57 Heavy, it looks like, let's hold on. T57 Heavy, he's AFK. 60P's running for the hills. Artie, which is normal, is running for the hills, trying to stay alive there. We'll go back to his view. See what we're looking at. It looks like, seeing the T57, of course, AFK player is dead now, so he has basically used him as a spotting player, I guess, to spot the enemy team. Oh, bounce. Bad luck. taking on this other crown. See how he's double bushing there, using that tree as the double bush? Ooh, that one was pretty close. I don't know if he got spotted on that. Doesn't look like he did. Okay, 430U is calling for help. Hay's only got 2 rounds left, so potentially 800 damage. So he won't be able to finish off that dude unless he lights him on fire or takes the ammo, which he didn't. But made it a lot easier for the 430U there. Another thing with this tank too is it's fairly, I mean, it does have a big giant, if you can see it here. It's got a giant on the right hand side there. It's got that giant viewport, which is penetrable, but the frontal armor on it's actually pretty decent. So we'll go back to his view again. It can bounce some shots, and it's fairly mobile. I mean, right now he's doing what, 40, almost 40 to 50 miles an hour, kilometers per hour. Sorry. It's fairly mobile. It looks like he's leaving the 430U to finish up the IS-4, and he's going to head back over and help this other flank. ISU or object 430U. He's going to need some help. Nope, he's almost got the IS-4 out. So here you can see the enemy's starting to push the middle, actually, looks like now. It's a good place to set up here. No, he's not going to set up, he's going to push, it looks like. Okay, well, they do have numbers, superiority. So it's 12 to 10. He's already almost at 5,000 damage, 4,778. It's not bad. Behind that ridge. Alright, we'll give him a little time, see what he's able to do here. What is he aiming? Okay, looks like there used to be an E100 last spotted over there. I don't know if he's still there, or how long ago that was that he was spotted there, but so he's just going for map control right now, just hold control in the center of the field, center of the map. In case the enemy team tries to go through the middle or in these open spaces to his left or right. There's the E100. Oh, moving out in the open. Oh, bad luck. Doesn't look like the gun sway on this, meaning where the gun can move left and right before the hole has to be traversed before you have to move your tank. Doesn't look like it's got too great of a sway there, gun sway arc. But let's see. He's got it all the way max. Let's see if we can see the gun sway here. Alright, well, let's see what happens here next. It looks like Lemming, is Lemming Rush on this one? It might have been, let's look. Yeah, look at that, Lemming Rush was in this game. He's a YouTuber, he's a streamer there too, so good player. But it looks like he's dead now. Okay, so looks like he's relocating once again. And that's the thing, a lot of people just stay on one side, and then if you stay on one side too long and the enemy team pushes and takes the other side, and you're going to get surrounded, right? So you've got to be able to able to move around. There are some tanks that you cannot necessarily switch sides all the time. It makes it difficult, such as the Type 5 Heavy or the T95 or any slower tank like that you'd be dealing with, like the Turtle or anything like that. But he does have good mobility, so he's going over here now. Probably going to see if he can spot anything on this corner here. Possibly the E100 if he pushes this corner. And this is a decent position that he's in. I've used this position a few times. It's fairly good at getting good shots in. Oh, looks like he did get that. He's going to get some shots there on the E100. Cheeks. Oh, he got spotted. Oh, there we go. Now his 6th sense went off. So with 6th sense, if you're not familiar with how that works, basically it's a commander perk. If you have it, researched and your commander's got it in it, has that item researched, then essentially after you've been spotted, after 3 seconds, it will notify you that you've been spotted by that light bulb that went above his head there. So that's what indicated in there you spotted. But obviously the E-100 had an opportunity to be able to even get had an opportunity to get a shot off before he was even notified. So yes, it does notify you, and it is a good perk to have. But just be aware that certainly there could be a round heading towards you before you even realize it, even before your perk notification goes off there for the 6 cents. Okay. So looks like him in the object. 430U. We're going to push this E100. E100 gets hit by Artie, it looks like. Oh, look, they ran into the Patton as well. Okay, so Patton's almost full health, so he's been sitting and sniping in the back probably this whole time. I think he was over on the right flank, though. So now he's switched flanks. He's got enough to be able to put 1,200 damage on this guy. Not enough to finish him off, unless, he could high roll, but he's still not going to be able to get, 1,628 damage most likely. He'd have to be pretty lucky to get enough, all 3 rounds to high roll. Or 2 of the 3 to high roll. So he's got to work together with this 430U in order to be able to take this Patton out. And this Patton looks like he's a pretty experienced player. He's not stupid. He knows that he's trying to isolate the 430U and finish him off so he can finish Hay off. But Hay does the smart move. He tracks him, takes his track off, and finishes him. So now we are at 14-2. They've only got essentially one more player to kill, and it is a Foch B. So it's the same exact tank that Hay is in here. So this could be interesting. Hay's got up to 4 kills, at least 5,812 damage. He may, if he gotten any blind shots and got lucky. I didn't see him take any blind shots, but if he got lucky and a miss turned into a hit, maybe when something wasn't spotted, it's possible he could have more than 5,812. We'll be able to check that in the post-game stats. But he's done decent, 1,680 blocked and 5,800 damage done, and 992 spotting assists. So not bad. Let's see what's next. There's the Foch B. It's been spotted, so now at least Hay knows where it's at. I'm not sure what his 60 TP is doing. What is this? Okay, maybe you get some shots on this Foch B. 1, 2. Ooh, okay, here's some blind shots. Oh, he did get a pin on that blind shot. Did you see how it said penetration? So he did get a hit on it. He's going for the reload. Okay. Probably a good idea, since he wasn't going to be able to finish off most likely that Foch B with just that single round left. So let's see what he does here. And he's got time. He's going to travel over there, so he might as well reload. That's a good decision. Okay, now there's these bushes here. I'm assuming he's probably going to try to snipe from these bushes. Now, as he's pointing there, that Foch B could be in those bushes. He could have already moved as well. He could be anywhere at this point. Oh, look, Foch B is... Looks like he must have been proxy spotted by Hay. I don't know. Well, maybe it's... Oh, see, there's that armor I was telling you about. Okay, put one through on low point level. So it looks like he ends up with 7,337 damage, 5 kills. That's a pretty decent game. And see the whole traverse, or not whole traverse, I'm sorry. The actual gun rotation here, the gun sway, isn't really that great, because if this is 90 degrees here, you've only got a little bit of sway on each side. So, all right. So let's go and let's look at the game statistics. So here you can see, this is the game right here. And essentially with that, you've got, looks like he's got, let's see, the mastery. He got his mastery. Here's all the tanks that he hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or actually, he hit 7 of those. These 2 he didn't necessarily hit. He did get some spotting assists there. But not bad. If we were to look at team score, looks like he finished top. Well, look at that. He did hit a couple of those blind shots as we anticipated. So he actually ended up with 7,337 damage, 5 kills. Fire for Frag, Bruiser, Fighter, and High Caliber were all the medals that he earned. Also, XP, he earned experience, he earned 1,168. That's not bad. Detailed report, there's his damage blocked. Yeah, nothing additional there. Did lose a little bit here, most likely because he did fire a few gold rounds there. But, he did lose just about 100,000 with that. He is running premium time, so he would have lost 121,661, but because he's running premium, he only lost that amount. This is the actual experience that was by the multipliers and everything with the premium as well. That's how much he got. It is 9,023, which is pretty awesome actually. And so pretty good outcome. There's those gold. He did get some bonds, and yeah, pretty good play. Awesome job, hey. Thanks for sending this in to us. I appreciate it. It's a great example of some things you can do or should be doing, especially rotating to one side and the other of the map to try to help support each flank as needed, and just putting yourself in the right position at the right time to get as much damage as possible and basically carrying that game. That was pretty good. Appreciate it, hey. Hope you guys enjoyed that one, and keep tanking.